Hi everyone, I'm back with one more story by the same Oscar Award winner author S. Ray. This story was written in one of the Indian languages. I have translated it into English so that we can all appreciate this beautiful work. I've tried to keep the tone of the language and the emotion as intact as possible. I hope you enjoy the story as much as I did. Thank you.
Nobody feels totally satisfied with oneself. Almost all have a nagging self-critic in themselves. Ben sighs why he is not muscular enough. His bones are glaring out almost. Sally wonders why she is tone deaf. Next door Jane keeps the neighbors wondering with her singing prowess. Augustine thinks, if only I was a sportsman. Bloody Ronaldo made such a buzz by creating numerous records. Phil says, had I been a film star, there would be an abundance of money and fame. Likewise, Burger Wills too had several unfulfilled desires. Not only unfulfilled desires, but also tribulations on how God had made him to be. For example, nearly all enjoyed a piece of fruit. Apple, pear, grape, banana, orange have earned so much honor. People eat them so dearly and get benefits from them. Burger did not have a palate for fruits. Why did the universe make him such a why? He was critical about his looks too. He didn't look bad, but slightly petted. In 1979, he took his height once, 5 feet 6 inches and a half. His colleague Dick Champion was 6 feet tall. Burger Wills gaped at him with envy. If only I was a teeny tiny bit taller. He had achieved according to his competence. He had worked for the R&W Constructors Company for 14 years now. His boss was fairly happy with him. His remuneration was quite good to live well with his wife and 2 kids. But the real dilemma was, Burger detested the very concept of a job. There were many that earned a living only by writing stories, poetry, novels, drama. Yes, they too had to work hard, but they were not obliged to slog on that desk from 9 to 6 every day. And the recognition that an artist, novelist, singer, dancer achieved, a laborer didn't get a taste of it. The joy that one felt by entertaining the public, Burger may never know that. This was a huge disappointment for him. He had a friend, Edward Green. He lived on the Trump streets. He was a seasoned actor. He had earned remarkable acclamation by joining the theatre professionally. Mostly he played the lead actor's role. Burger requested Edward time and again, brother, help me develop my acting skills please. It's my passion. Even if I could act in a small community or alive, at least a few would know me. Edward said, not everything is for everyone. Where will you get a voice from? You would forget your passion when the audience from the back boo you loudly if they couldn't hear you. During the summers on holidays, Burger encountered a fortune teller in Cromer. She was standing on the beach surrounded by her followers, about 20 in number. Burger had a fascination over fortune tellers. He just couldn't suppress his curiosity, especially if one had an unmistakably radiant personality like hers. The moment Burger made his way through the crowd towards the fortune teller, she noticed him. What, dear Burger? Called the fortune teller. You want to be what you are not. As soon as Burger heard his name from the fortune teller's voice, he became perplexed. Unless one were genuinely transcendent, she couldn't be all-knowing. He hesitantly replied, What? No, not really. What do you mean by not really? Asked the fortune teller loudly. I can clearly see that your body is divided into 2 sections. One is your dwelling and the other is your desire. It's the desire that is more intense. What are you going to do about it? You yourself tell me, please, pleaded Burger. I'm a simple man. What do I know? Surely it shall come true, told the fortune teller. Your wish shall be fulfilled, but not right away. It will take a while. It needs to be uprooted totally.
Then the new roots will sprout. Those roots will penetrate the surface, breaking in the earth. All that is not child's play. Nevertheless, I have already told you, your desire shall be fulfilled. Few days after this incident, after returning to Reading, Burger wanted to have a banana. 2 blocks away there was a fruit shop. Burger bought and had one. Yummy! One's palate could change even at 39. Whether this had a link with the fortune teller, he cared little about that. Although this was the beginning of his transformation. He couldn't concentrate at work that day. He had been absent-minded for a few days, started thinking about the fortune teller from Cromer, and hence his work was getting hampered. During lunch, Steve from the next desk lit a cigarette and asked, "I see Mr. Wills is absent-minded today. What's making you so preoccupied?" Finishing his words, the gentleman took a puff from his cigarette and released heaps of smoke. These heaps of smoke entered Burger's nose and lungs, abruptly making him wheeze badly. However, Burger himself smoked cigarettes and pipes. He was well accustomed with smoke. That day, all of a sudden, why did it happen to him? He had a packet of cigarettes in his own pocket. He remembered around 11 after a cup of coffee, he didn't smoke. This was a huge anomaly in his ordinary life. Here too he noticed a big change in himself. He refrained from mentioning anything to Steve. Soon after, Burger started going through rapid changes. Formal trousers from jeans, vegetarian from omnivores, herbal medicines from orthodox medicines. He adopted. He started using gel on his hair. He always avoided a beard for its high maintenance. A French beard appeared on his face. His hairs started touching his neckline. Meanwhile, he went to watch Shakespeare's A Midnight Summer's Dream with his wife at the Fantasy Theatre. In the lead role was his friend Edward Green. Burger contemplated his friend's skillful acting. He grabbed the attention of the audience firmly. The audience in return let their hero know their appreciation by applauding him repeatedly. Burger again started fascinating over being an actor. At the end of the drama, he went backstage and complimented his friend admiringly and expressed his own regret. Edward patted him on the back and said, "The grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it? What's there in theatre? Today I am here, tomorrow someone else. A job is a lot more secure." Burger had gone to the theatre in the afternoon. On his way home, he bought a few books on acting from the famous bookstore Utopia. Victoria, his wife, asked him, "What's up with these?" "I will read," Burger replied crisply. Victoria had been noticing considerable changes in her husband lately, but she did not comment on it. This evening, she had to ask, "What's happening with you?" Victoria hadn't accompanied her husband to Cromer because she was at Weymouth looking after her ill father. Hence, she had no idea about the fortune teller's prediction. Neither did Burger reveal anything to Victoria. But how to suppress it? The distinct changes in Burger in recent days attracted his wife's attention sharply. This must be mentioned here that Victoria was rather content with the changes in her husband as the changes were towards upgrading. During Christmas holidays, Burger read all the books. From one of the books, he memorized the dialogue of the hero and acted for his wife. Victoria was shockingly amazed. She couldn't have imagined such a talent could be hidden in her husband. One didn't grow any taller at 39. Soon after 25, the growth stopped, but the sleeves of his shirts and t-shirts seemed to be getting smaller. To his surprise, he found his height to be 5 feet and 9 inches when he measured himself again. Burger refrained from revealing even this baffling incident to anyone. However, he had to confide in his wife and also had to spend some money to buy some new clothes. The incident was so bewildering and made him so happy that he couldn't care about the money any less. He not only grew in height, but also his skin started glowing and he grew much stronger in his body. One evening after work, Burger, while staring at his reflection for some time in the mirror on the cupboard of his bedroom, decided on a matter in his mind. He must go to the theatre locality on Goya Street. Leo Baker, the man who used to do the lead roles in the Empire Theatre, has left theatre. He must meet the production manager of the Empire Theatre. Thought manifests in action. Burger met the manager, Mr. Robert Shaw, directly. "What's your experience?" asked Mr. Manager. "Nothing at all," Burger confessed admittedly. "But I can prove my acting skills. I have memorized the lines of the role played by Leo Baker in your drama, The Echo." "Surely!" Mr. Shaw then shrieked, saying, "Mr. Brown!" An elderly bald man entered the room from behind the curtains. "Did you call for me?" "Yes," answered Mr. Shaw. "Could you please test this man? He claims that he has memorized Leo's lines. Would you please verify if he can work at all?" Not for long he had to examine him. Within about 15 minutes, Burger established the fact that he was in no way less than Leo Baker, rather more adept in many aspects. Burger joined the Empire Theatre after resigning at his work on 1st of January. Initially, the salary was $2,500, but it would be raised if his work would be appreciated and had people liked him. Nobody could have expected that Burger could resign from the construction company's job one day. Burger explained to his colleagues rather philosophically, "Change is the only constant in human life. It's a mistake to think that life would move in a fixed direction forever." Nonetheless, in spite of joining the theatre, Burger couldn't dissolve his relationship with his old office. On a Monday during lunch, he went there and heard that there had been a new recruitment in his position. The messenger was Steve. He said, "This man is exactly your opposite. He was into theatre before." Burger was curious. "What's his name?" "Edward Green." He said that he had encountered a fortune teller in Cromer. Apparently, she had predicted that many changes were looming in his life. The gentleman abhors theatre now. He said that he feels rather safe with this job. Translator's note: names of the characters and places have been changed to make the story more relatable. Hope you have enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching and listening.